Hey y'all. Okay, this is the Lysink. This is a 5-in-1 wand set. So I'm really excited to show you guys how to use it. I did a tutorial not too long ago with the bubble wand attachment, but today we're going to use the tapered. But I wanted to do a little bit of a rundown. Be sure and share when you're hopping on. This is on sale right now with the exclusive sales link, so we're going to go through what you get with this 5-in-1. So first of all, the packaging is like beautiful, and it's not just influencer packaging that's like this. Like everyone who gets a Lysink, their packaging comes in. So Launch did not skimp at all when it comes to this one. Hey, so if you're the type of person that you're like, I just need everything, or you can't make up your mind, isn't that cute? Hey, say hi when you're hopping on. Okay, so it has rose gold magnetic buttons, which I love because if you're like in a hurry, they just kind of like clip back in. So it's a whole wand set. It does come with a glove, but you guys know I don't really use a glove. Hey, say hi when you're hopping on. Let me know where you're coming in from. So the way you get started is you find the actual base. So this is the base, and then each of the attachments fit into the base, and I'll show you guys. So there's 5 different ones. Like this is the 32 millimeter, so they fit right inside. But I'm gonna do the tapered today. Hey! We try to get back to everybody within 24 to 48 hours, but we get hundreds and hundreds of messages a week. So, but I try and catch up on the weekends, especially if I don't have the kids. So here's like the 25 millimeter. I'll show you guys what all comes in it. But I'm looking for the tapered one, which tapered just means it's like wider at one side than the other. The packaging is so cute. Yes, be sure and share. Just comment shared in the comments below. Okay, this is the 19, so if you want little like ringlet curls or smaller curls, the smaller one is great for that. It also comes with like a bubble. Here's our tapered. We're gonna use this. So it's wider here and smaller, and I'll show you guys how you put it in. So it has like 3 little grooves. You can kind of see them, and so you just see where the grooves go into place. There you go, you'll feel it like click. And then this part, there's like a little thing here, it's hard to see, but it says lock and unlock, and so you just twist it and now it's locked into place. So you can't wait to see the tapered, yay! And then I'll show you guys the bubble wand like waver as well. Like how cool is that? So I love that you have so many options with this one. I feel like it's a really good bang for your buck. It's on sale, half off, so you get 5 wands essentially for what normally 2 would cost you. So it's a really good deal. But I'm gonna plug this in and it heats up super, super fast. So it's on sale right now for $150, and they do have a payment plan where you can pay it in 4 payments, interest free. So it's called Afterpay. And so if you've been wanting Launch products but you haven't had like the extra money and you want to kind of break it down payment wise, that's also an option now, which I love. Okay, so this goes up to 450 degrees. You just hold the power button down for it to turn on. Super simple. I love how everything matches, but this is great too if you don't have a ton of storage. I love that I can have 5 different wands in one base, and that way I'm not taking up this much room in a drawer. I can just have the wand heads and then one base. So, okay, it heats up really fast, and it has a digital screen. So all of these are titanium, so they're great for hard to curl hair. I have lipstick on my teeth, you guys, real life. So it heats up super fast, and I'm going to just use that little up arrow, and I'm gonna do this at 400. Thank you. I got this top at World Market. So I joke that I get everything at World Market because I get furniture there, I get food there, I get clothes there. I love it. Yes, so you had no idea they had payment plans? I know it's something new they just started offering It's super awesome. It's called like Afterpay, and you can get what you need and then pay it on payments. And the huge sale, it's the anniversary sale is going on right now, and so hair care is on sale, tools are on sale. You save over $100 on blow dryers. Like, it is a humongous sale. So, praying for my sister. Thank you so much. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, my back pain has subsided. We've just had a lot going on. I feel like this week has been like just one of those weeks. And so between sickness and family stuff and everything. And so thanks, you guys. All right, so I'm going to separate my hair into sections. I'm going to spray Rival Heat Shield on it. And for those of you that don't know, my sister was pregnant with twins and she started miscarrying this week. And so if you could keep her in your prayers, and her kids are 7 and 6. And so, you know, just what goes on with, or, you know, all of that. So if you could just keep our family in your prayers, that would be great. So this is Rival Heat Shield. It smells like watermelon gummy worms. It smells so good. It helps protect your hair from heat and damage. And I do like to let it dry. You could look like a different woman with this set. I know, it has so many options. And I'll show you, I've got some crazy cowlicks, and I'll show you how I use a wand to kind of fix my cowlicks as well. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna separate my hair, and I like to separate, I just kind of go from the tail of my brows up. Yeah, please be sure and share this video. Thank you so much. I can't wait to show you guys this one. Like, how cool. Have you guys ever tried a tapered wand? It's the coolest set you've ever seen. I know. When it came in, I was like geeking out. Okay, the brushes are back in stock as well, and they did just launch a new wet brush. I ordered it as soon as it came out. And it's great for kids that have tender heads, or adults that have tender heads, but it's like an actual wet brush. It has gaps throughout it, and it helps protect your hair when you're brushing your hair wet so that you're not splitting your ends, and it's gentle on your hair and you're not losing hair in it. And I love this one. I brush my hair with it when it's wet too, but you can see like it does collect hair, and that one has really separated bristles, and even more than this, and it just allows it to glide right through. So it's awesome. Yes, this is brand new. Okay, so we're all heated up and we're ready to go. So I have it at 400. I haven't tried that with this one before, so if I need to crank it up a little bit, I do have hard to curl hair, then I will, but I like to start at 400. So it's gonna be bigger curls, depending on how you hold it. If you hold it this way, you're gonna have tighter curls closer to the top and like bigger down at the bottom. And if you hold it this way, you're gonna end up with more bigger at the top and then smaller down at the bottom. So I'll show you both. So I think we're gonna go tapered into like a bouncy curl. Does it make my head itch? No, none of their products make my hair itchy. All right. And then we're gonna keep on going. And you can tell this is definitely a little bit smaller than what our typical 25 or 32 is. So it's gonna give you a totally different look. All right, and I am holding it like close to the base, like close to the base, but I keep a tiny bit out so that I don't burn my hands, and that's why I don't use a glove. So you feel like a kid at Christmas every time you catch a lunch laugh. Yay! Thank you. Thanks for sharing. I love the curl too, and it's really pretty. It's like a really classy, like, isn't that cute? And I don't know if I'm coordinated enough to do it the opposite. Does that make sense? To where it's this way. I don't think I'm coordinated. I think I would only be able to do it this way. So it's tighter and then looser, closer to the bottom. Oh, hey Ash. My sister's on. I love this set too. You want the bubble one so bad? I know, one day I just want to have like several friends and be like, or even if I'm not going to go anywhere and I'm going to wash my hair that night or something, just show you guys the curls from each one so that you can see exactly what each one does. But I know I would look crazy, so we are going out tonight, so I don't want to do that tonight, but I totally want to do that one day. Like, look at those curls. And so this has ion technology to help you fight frizz and have really smooth hair. And so it makes your hair super shiny and silky looking, which I love that because it's like, you know, I don't know if you've ever used a hair tool that actually dries your hair out or your hair looks fried after you use it, and you will never get that with Launch. Okay, so I'm just taking like a little section here. I use the 32 millimeter and I've got short hair, but it does just give me like a loose wave. You want to see the 19 millimeter one also? I wish if it wasn't hot, it'd be easy for me to change them out. But if I have the glove on, I totally could do that. I need to do that one night. I promise you guys I will do that. I will show you on my head, my hair, like on one side with one tool and on the other with the other one, so that you guys can totally see, like, look how perfect these curls are. Like, they're so cute. Who loves the new one set? If you love the new one set, drop a heart in the comments below. If your mind is blown. So the way I don't burn my hand is I'm just holding the tail of it right at the bottom. The curls are beautiful. The 25 millimeter is your favorite? That's probably my favorite too, because it's just really versatile. The bubble wand is going to give you more waves. Now on day one, I curled it at 450 and I kind of held it for a long time, and it looked like I had a perm, like I had curls. But the next day, I ended up like living on those curls for our entire Chicago trip, and they looked like the most beautiful waves. So if I use the bubble wand again, I will use it at a lower temperature and not hold it as long, and maybe use thicker strand sections of hair because it gives the most beautiful wave. How did the trip to Disney with my son go? So it went amazing. So I have a 10-year-old, and we took him, just him and I took him on a 10-year-old adventure. So I'm a single mom with 3 kids. So I have a 10-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 4-year-old. And this year has kind of been a hard year for him. We've had a lot of transition and moving schools, and so I was really excited. We've talked for the last probably 8 or 9 months about, for his birthday, going somewhere special, and that he got to pick where he goes. And so we did a 10-year-old adventure, and it was so great. I feel like it's hard when you have multiple children to spend one-on-one time with them, and it was just so nice to like get to spend some time, just me and him, hanging out and doing whatever he wanted to do, you know, and it was just really wonderful. So the favorite part of his trip, though, wasn't even Disney. It was the fact he got to chase lizards, because Florida has lizards and we don't really have a lot in Tennessee, and so he loved lizard hunting. So if you have kids, any other mamas out there, hashtag like mom life in the comments. Let me know what your kids' ages are. So with that said, I don't have time to curl my hair every day. I don't have time to wash my hair every day. I use Lunge's dry shampoo like all the time because I just don't have time. And so I love that their products, my curls will last for a really long time. Where am I going today? So I'm meeting my papa, and we are going to go to an estate sale. He said he found an estate sale in a neighborhood down the road, and he wanted me to come see it. So we're going to go to an estate sale, and then tonight I'm going out on a double date with my boyfriend and his stepmom and her new boyfriend. So we're going to get to meet him a little bit. We met him once at Christmas, but so we're going to go out to dinner tonight. Yes, so we do have Afterpay now for tools. So if you've been wanting something and you want to do payment plans, you can do like 4 payments interest free. All right, so just gonna drop that down. Like, look how beautiful. That's so cute. I did already put Rival Heat Shield in so that my hair holds curl a little bit better and it helps protect it from damage. I'm just pointing this down, so it's definitely, and you could, if you don't want it as tight, you can always kind of loosen up your curl and go closer to the bottom. Thanks. He came over this morning and he made omelets, and they were so good. But he's working on his real estate test today, so that's what he's doing, and I'm gonna go hang out with Papa, which is one of my favorite people to hang out with in the entire world. Aw, watching my videos has helped you get out of the funk to start doing your hair and makeup again? Jennifer, that's amazing. I love that. I think that's one of the most rewarding parts of this job, is being able to help, I don't know, inspire somebody to take care of themselves or to feel beautiful or to try new things. Because I feel like a lot of times we don't try things because it's just scary, like it's intimidating. But if you can see like a hot mess mom like me figuring it out, then maybe it makes it not as overwhelming, and you know, you want to try it. Okay, so I'm just holding that little piece right there. Like, the curls are just so pretty. I'm gonna crank the heat up. Not that it isn't curling, but I just don't want to have to hold it as long. So I like that fine line between your hair smoking, but it's like really hot. So I don't want my hair to be like smoking because it's too hot, but I don't want to hold it there for a long, long time. Who has grandparents that are just the best? My grandmother was amazing. She helped raise me. I stayed at their house all the time, and she passed away a couple years ago, and my life was like forever changed. And then my granddad, I moved towns, you know, a few months ago, and now he just lives right down the street. Like, he lives 1.4 miles away, and he comes over often to visit, and it's like one of the best things of my adult life is like getting to enjoy him and do special stuff with him. And we don't normally do a lot of like big fancy things, but we go do like, he'll go with me to the grocery store and hang out with me. You know, like we just do like everyday stuff, or we're working on stuff to plant for the garden in the backyard, or he's just wonderful and thoughtful. Like earlier last week, I was really sick, and so he was like, "You want me to stay the night?" And I was like, "Nah, I got it." And he ended up coming back by and bringing me a pizza from Little Caesars for the kids, and he was like, "Well, at least you've got dinner taken care of." And so I'm like, oh, like there is nothing better in the world than my papa. Do I still use extensions? Yes. I actually used them, I believe Thursday for Thursday's video, and I did just like the 32 millimeter. Can you guys see these curls? I did the 32 millimeter with it, and I feel like this one needs like a little extra. And they were like big bouncy curls. So depending on how long your hair was, you're going to get a different look with this. Also, if you want like it to be a little bigger, you can slide that down to the bigger part. Your grandma, I feel like that's got to be the best job. So I feel like the tapered curls are just beautiful and really cute, and I missed a whole straight piece here. I have a hard time with the back of my head. I gotta figure something out. I also have to figure out for this makeup space area what to do to make it cute up here. You talked to him yesterday. We should take him to lunch next week. So I think that's a good idea, Ash. I want to take him to go do something really fun. Like, he loves war memorabilia stuff because he's a veteran. And I would really love to, like, take him on a weekend trip and surprise him. Like, my sister and I take him somewhere really fun. Or he also likes animals and wildlife stuff or whatever. My sister is so mad at me. She said, I've taken my best friend Jessica to Mexico, and I took her to swim with like manatees and dolphins and seals, and then Adam and I just went and swam with beluga whales. And my sister was like, all I know is if you take anybody else to swim with any marine life animal before me, we're no longer sisters. And so I was like, how much fun would that be if, like, I mean, because can you really swim with whales too many times? But Atlanta is about 2 hours from here, and I thought, how fun would it be to surprise Papa and take him to like go swim with whales, like my sister and me and my granddad. And I feel like that would be just some sort of incredible memory experience. But if you have, if you've got an idea of like what kind of adventure we could take Papa on, because growing up, him and my grandma used to always take us on adventures. Like, we did road trips with them, and we did so many fun things. And so I'm like, he's getting old. He's going to be 73 in March for his birthday. But I'm like, I would really love to take him somewhere fun. Right? That's life, you know? You like work hard and then play harder. So I feel like you only live, once. So if I was in a hurry, a lot of times I'll just do a top knot right on top of my head. And are we going to do a middle part today, or do we want to do a side part? Drop it below what you think. I'm going to go ahead and just curl the middle. Yeah, so the cool thing about this hairspray, it's called Trois Chic. It's a 3-way hairspray. And I didn't realize this when I ordered it, but the reason it's 3 ways is you actually get to pick. How cool is that? So you pick light, medium, or heavy hold. So like if it's raining outside and I know I need a heavy hold and I need a lot of hairspray, I'll pick that. But if I'm like doing this on my daughter's hair, I'll switch to like, and it just spins, the dial spins. A 73-year-old adventure. Yeah, so I took my son on a 10-year-old adventure, and now I want to take my granddad on a 73-year-old adventure. We need to start planning that. That would be the most fun. I have, when my kids go to their dads, I feel like that would be such a good idea. If you guys have any ideas of where I could go, drop it below. And I don't care if us all fly or anything, just something fun. Okay, so voila! We have an airport here in our city that you can get through security and fly out super fast. So, hey, okay, I know you guys all probably don't want to hear this, but if my sister's still watching, he said that my grandmother and his favorite place to go vacation whenever they were first married, I believe, was Tybee Island. Maybe we should take him somewhere nostalgic that like he used to go growing up. I feel like that would be fun. I need to ask my dad and my aunt, like, hey, what were some of the things that they really loved? Oh, he also loves Elvis. What is the thing where you can go, look at this curl, you guys. What's the thing you can go see Elvis and stuff? Him and my grandma used to do that too. Oh, now my brain is just like going. He served in the Air Force. And if you met him, he is like a granddad to all. Like the girls that work for me, he comes in, he gives all of them a hug. He like checks on them. One of the girls that works for me, her name's Katie, like she had surgery. He like called her to check on her. And when her husband had surgery, he checked on them. Like he brings everybody little gifts and knickknacks that he finds at yard sales that are really funny. They're like from the 80s, like a little swan or like a little cherub or something, but he finds them. And then you're like, well, Papa gave it to you, so you have to keep it the rest of your life. But so sweet. Okay, be sure and share this video. There is a giant sale going on. How pretty are these curls? So, huge sale. We have Afterpay. You can do payment plans, or you can just check out all at one time. This barrel is so cool. Graceland, that's what it is, Kathy. Thank you so much. Yeah, so isn't that cool? So it's totally tapered. My trip to Chicago was really fun. I love to travel, if you guys haven't noticed that by now. And with my job and then with friends and family and everything else, like, it's one of my favorite things in life to do. I love to take my kids fun places, and I love to make memories. The older I'm getting, the more I'm focused on memories rather than material. Like if you had to pick like a thing or an experience, I would pick an experience every time. Oh, you wrote a recommendation on my page? Thank you so much. So that makes such a big difference. So if you guys love these videos or something stands out to you on my business page, if you like it, that's awesome. But there's also a thing where you can give like 5 stars. And so if you guys don't care to give 5 stars, that would be amazing. Or whatever stars you feel like I deserve. But if you enjoy it, and if you don't like them, just pretend I didn't say anything and don't worry about a review. Look how pretty. I can't wait to like run my fingers through this. You want the hairdryer so bad? Okay, so I'll give you like a little hairdryer testimonial, like personal experience. The hairdryer is something I was like, I don't want to spend money on this. It's expensive, you know? But when they're on sale, it's about $80. So it wasn't a bad deal. And I finally was like, okay, I want everything to match. I've heard how fast this hairdryer is. And so it has cut my hair drying time in more than half. I mean, I can dry my whole head in 5 minutes. And it just helps your hair be so healthy, and you're not having to leave that heat on nearly as long, but really it has saved me so much time. And that's the one tool out of all of them that I wish I would have bought sooner, is the hairdryer. Have we been to Dollywood? Yes. We have, we actually have Dollywood memberships. We've been to Dollywood, and my granddad has like, he calls her his lady friend, but he has a girlfriend. Her name's Mary. She's really sweet. And him and Mary went to Dollywood together, and he said they rode roller coasters. But it's a really cool story about them. They actually met in elementary school, and at their reunion, they reconnected, and they even have a picture of them in elementary school, like on a playground, like 50 years ago. Or I guess 60 years ago, like eating lunch together, and then they've reconnected now that they're old, and my grandmother's passed away, and they've been dating, and I feel like that's just the sweetest thing. So it's really hard when your grandparents start to date somebody else, but it just makes it really sweet the way that it happened, so it doesn't make us resentful at all. We love her. Okay, I'm gonna run my fingers through this so you guys can see these curls. How pretty. Voila! And I'm going to put like some stuff for frizz in it so that I don't have any crazy frizzes going on. Papa and Mary, yep. Oh, thank you so much. I used to get made fun of for my eyes in school growing up because they were really big and people were just mean. And so now as an adult, it's one of my favorite features. Like, I love doing eyeshadow looks and makeup looks, and I really do love my eyes. And so, thank you. Just goes to show you, sometimes people's opinions, they're just their opinions. You need the little sink now? I know, isn't that so cool? It comes with all of these attachments. So if you're just hopping on, be sure and share. But like, look, it comes with 5 different attachments. So it's one body and they just clip in and then you twist and they're locked into place. It also has one more in between these two, but it's over there. The bubble one gives you like a really wavy look. It's like a bubble waver. We were so ready for him to date. We love Mary. Oh, and now we don't have to cry at old people in the grocery store. No, I've got like a thing for older, like especially like I had this neighbor 2 houses ago that she was in her 80s. Mary and John were their names, and they were the sweetest people. And she baked me like a angel food cake when I joined the neighborhood, and we would take her flowers off of our hydrangea plant, and I just wanted to like know everything about her life and her and how she ironed his clothes and how she cooked homemade biscuits, and I just wanted to like, I wanted a surrogate grandmother. And so since my grandma's died, that's like the hardest thing, is because that was our last, grandma, and I'm like, that's what I miss. Like, that's what I want, is that relationship of learning how things were and cherishing, like, and so my sister and I will see people. Okay, so if I have weird cowlicks, I'll show you. This is how I get them to like straighten out. I like rub my wand over it. You see? And so my sister and I will be like, oh my gosh, like, I just want to give that person a hug. Y'all are gonna think I'm weird. Okay, so here we go, wrapping it around. Thanks. Okay, if you like this hair look, #love it below. And I just let it drop out. Like, how fun is this? Okay, I'm gonna spray it. You don't have grandmas left either? I know. I also think there's just so much to learn from like an older generation. And I think in our culture and society, it's different than how it's ever been before, because used to it was kind of like, oh, it takes a village and everybody like works together and your neighborhoods get together and there's so many things you learn from everybody, and we are all so disconnected. I feel like that makes it so hard. It's because you don't really feel like you have that we used to have. Sorry, I'm like trying to wipe my nose. It's totally running. Okay, so will I be combing it out? Yes. So I like to let it sit for just a second, and I'll show you guys. I'm going to run my fingers through it right now. So if you need like a volume, like the volume, this tapered barrel gives you a lot of volume because it's smaller up at the top and then bigger here. So instead of looking like if it was just big all over, like kind of a big fro or whatever, if you did tight curls like this, it just allows you to have a totally different look than normal. And I will put in satin nectar gloss at the end. Okay, so I could totally do a middle part. I do that sometimes, but I feel most confident with a side part. all the volume. Who can tell the volume? Okay, you use sorbet and satin nectar on your ends before blow drying, and your hair is so soft and shiny. I do that same combo. So they have a bundle called the Frizz Fighter Bundle. It's normally over $60, and right now it's under $30. And you get 3 products. You get hair lotion, satin nectar gloss, and sorbet. So these 3, this is sorbet, satin nectar gloss. And I mix a little bit of all of these in my hand and put it on my ends, and it locks in shine and gives you super soft, silky hair. But it helps with frizz. It is like totally the Frizz Fighter Bundle for sure. That volume. Yes, Launch has amazing tools and hair care products. Yeah, girl, they have a payment plan option now. So I feel like that's super awesome, especially if you just need to like space it out, or so if you don't need your husband to have a heart attack. Any of their hair care products are great for hair growth because they're like packed full of vitamins and like awesome stuff to help your hair to be really healthy. I got the shirt at World Market. And it was on sale half off. I love a good deal. You finally used the Heavenly and Celestial shampoo and conditioner, and you can say you're addicted. I know, I'm in love with it. Okay, so I will let those stay kind of in their spot for a minute, and I'm going to move to this one. On their website, you can sign up to be a Lunge ambassador to have a link and do videos. I found Lunge, they contacted me. They saw me doing makeup tutorials over on my personal page. So if you love makeup tutorials and you don't currently watch mine, but you would like to, you can always find them over on my personal page. You heard their blonde shampoo is great? Yes. So that's what I use on mine so that my hair isn't really gold because I pick up like really yellow, gold, brassy tones. And so I let that set on my hair. It's their blonde purple toning shampoo. And that's what gives me like the white blonde hair. And I want to say it's $8 or $9 right now on sale. Thank you. I just let that curl drop right out. And here we go. Taking like a small section. So who's a fan of the volume you get with the tapered wand? This is fresh hair, actually. This is not second day hair. I just took a shower about an hour ago. Yay, you love doing your hair? Me too. Is it a deep purple? Yes. It's deep purple, and then you just rinse it out, but I like to let mine sit for maybe 5 minutes. Like, look how pretty those curls are. And the shine you get. It's just lovely. And my curls will last for several days with their tools. So if the purple shampoo is currently sold out, then just sign up for the email notifications so that whenever it restocks, you are the first to get notified. What shampoo would I use for red hair? I think you could use like any of the regular shampoos. You could use them on color treated hair or natural hair. I probably wouldn't do the toning shampoo if you have red hair, but definitely, like, if you have thick hair, the Borago line is amazing. And I used the Borago mask today. Like, if you can tell my hair looks kind of like extra soft and shiny, it's because I used a conditioning mask while I was in the shower. And I let it sit for like maybe 7 minutes, long enough, like when I was washing, soaking in the tub, like shave my legs, all that stuff. And then I like stand up and I shower the mask off of my hair. But that mask, well, it has changed the actual texture of my hair, and that's something we hear back from more people than anything else, is how the texture of their hair has gone from like coarse to really soft and silky. Yeah, so this is the LeSync set. So this is the tapered attachment, but it has 5 different attachments, so you can have the best of like all worlds with this. And you do get the option of Afterpay, so if you need to break it down in payments, you can. And there's no code required. Like, if you just click the exclusive link just right here, like on my nose or wherever, like click the video, it'll pop up. And I'll pin it in the comments too for those of you, let me do that don't know where to go to order. I'm putting it in the comments right now. Hi, Katie Stout. Everybody say hi, Katie. She is my personal assistant, and she keeps my entire life together. On the weekends, I'm always like, I wish Katie was here. She keeps my life sane. Like, I know where I'm going and what's going on, and she helps me keep up with everything. And all of our businesses running, and everybody got what they were supposed to get. Can you use the Borago on your daughter's hair? She has mixed hair and it's super curly but dry. It would be perfect for her. It's great for any like ethnic hair, coarse hair, thick hair. I have kind of like horse textured hair. The only thing I would not use the Borago on is if you have really fine hair that tends to be really, really oily and it isn't dry. It wouldn't be necessary. But if you have any sort of dryness or thickness, you'd be totally fine. All right, we're almost done, and I'm gonna run my fingers through this and then tousle it up, and it's gonna be so like voluminous. I'll show you guys the jacket I'm gonna wear tonight too. I got it from Old Navy, and it's really soft and comfy, but yet it looks classy. So it's like a little blazer type jacket. Okay, I have like a cowlick here, so I'm gonna use this and just kind of like give some extra volume there and let that kind of straighten the wonky piece out. Nobody wants a wonky piece. How would you fix split ends? Getting a good trim is great for split ends, and then also like the healing oil, it's called Smooth. That's great to prevent split ends. I would definitely recommend like that hair lotion and or hair masks, anything like that, a leave-in conditioner, so that whenever you're drying your hair, you know, only brushing downward, not upward, that's gonna help you to not get split ends. Anything like this, like nourishing on your ends, that's gonna help you as well. I did use Rival Heat Shield. I used it at the very beginning. So what that does is it helps protect. Here we go, we're about to get big volume here. Y'all ready for this? Look how pretty these curls are. Now I have a lot of hair, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my fingers. All right. If you like volume, drop a heart in the comments. Go big or go home. And it'll fall throughout the day a little bit, but I'm not kidding. It'll last, like, curl-wise. I mean, I'll still have evidence of curls for a long time until I wash it. Okay, so here's my secret, like, weapon for frizz and shine. So I'm going to take Satin Nectar Gloss. And if you wanted it to have more of a beachy look, then you could spray some Salt Plus Sea Spray in it, and it would tame some of these curls. I don't mind big curly hair. Like, I think I've always wanted naturally curly hair, so to me, I'm like, bigger the better. But my sister said flip that hair and make it big. Don't want to see it like really big. So I'm going to have Satin Nectar Gloss on my hands, and I'm just running it through, and that's going to take out the frizz and just leave you with like really perfect curls. And so you can kind of help reshape your curls if you feel like they've gotten, like, I run my fingers through them, so. I'm just reshaping any one of those curls that kind of has gotten frizzy or crazy. Okay. All right, and so then I'm going to put in some marula oil. If you don't have this in your life, it's a hydrating mist. It says weightless formula, and it moisturizes and conditions. But watch this. Like, you spray it in, and this is my, like, if I was gonna toss my hair, like, you know, when you are about to go out and you just need to freshen it up, and you just want your hair to look like bouncy and shiny. That's my secret weapon for that. Okay, so this is the tapered one. You can totally tell it gives a completely different look than a regular 25 millimeter or 32 millimeter. And I think it's really fun. So if you have any questions, you can send us a message. If you don't know what hair products or tools would be good for your length or the type of hair that you have. If you enjoyed this video or you think that this look is cute, then please share it. And if there's anything you need, then there's an exclusive sales link in the description below. And so you can check that out and get a good deal. So anyways, bye you guys. Have a good day.